Hi guys, it's me, Miss Mary, in for another landing. We're gonna make our own detergent today. We're still saving money. Okay, let's get to it. I hope the video turns out okay. Be patient with me. I'm doing the best I can with what I have, okay? All right, so we're gonna make our own detergent. I don't know if you've been to the store and see how much Tide and all these other ones cost. The cheapest I saw was like $20, $19 and something. I've been making this for a couple, probably about 4 or 5 years. Don't quote me, but I've been making it for a while. Okay, so what you need is Zote Soap, however you pronounce it, Z-O-T-E. I got the pink fragrance. I think it comes in blue or pink. This cost me $1.98. I have the prices here. Okay, then I got the Hammer Super Washing Soda. Super Washing Soda. That cost me $5.38. Then I bought the Borax. This is the Borax. That cost me $5.97. And the baking soda is of your choice. I put baking soda because it cuts down on odor. If you don't want to use baking soda, which the baking soda is $1.25 at Dollar Tree for that one that I've showed you. They have one that goes in the refrigerator. Then they have another one that you can just, it's in a little small container for $1.25. I personally buy like a 3 to 5 pound bag baking soda because it's cheaper for me, and then I just put it in containers and label it. I have another one of these containers downstairs in my basement that's full of baking soda. I buy the great big bag. You can get it at Sam's Club, BJ's, all of those big box stores. Another thing, don't forget this. I told you guys about this. I got mine's like, oh, it's been some years now. I hope they're still doing it. I am going to go by Walmart or by Sam's Club and see. These containers are food safety containers. Walmart and Sam's Club used to give them away, and then they caught on, and then they start charging $2 for them. But they're worth the money. They're very heavyweight. This is what the frosting comes in for your cakes and cupcakes and things like that. But I know it's a food storage. It's airtight. A lot of food that I store in my basement is like flour and rice and stuff. I go and get these. $2 is a lot cheaper than what I'm gonna pay on Amazon. $2, food storage. I'm gonna put my laundry detergent in there. Another thing is, if you don't want to use baking soda, now, my husband worked in the automotives. He worked at Generous Motors, and that's who I call them. Generous Motor, better known as GM. And I said generous because they put food on my table and clothes on my back, and they're still providing for us. So they're Generous Motors to us, and that's what we drive, General Motors cars, and you know, that's who took care of us. You know, God used that avenue to provide for us in our life. And of course, I worked at the hospital too. But back to what I'm getting at. If you don't want to use the baking soda, when my husband would come home smelling like that oil money, I put vinegar in his work clothing. So you can put vinegar, and vinegar cuts the odor. Or you can use baking soda. It's totally your call. But I like the vinegar when it came home to him, and his clothes would have that oily smell, and it didn't bother me because that was the smell of money to me. My husband had been working, so I was not one of those people like, oh my God, you smell like oil. No, you smell like money. Come on in here. Let me take those clothes off so I can wash them. But vinegar worked very, very well for that. Okay, so with this recipe, I've already started grinding up the soap. You don't want to cut it in bars. You want to shred it. If you have a shredder, I have a shredder here. So I've already started because that takes time. And then we're going to mix these 3 ingredients together. Well, 4 if I add the baking soda. Another thing for me, what I do is for fragrance, some people put like those bees and smell good things, I don't do that, because when I talk to the guys that repair washing machines and stuff, they said that's the worst thing you could ever do to your washing machine, because eventually some of that stuff is going to get stuck in there and it's not going to dissolve, and it does damage to your washing machine. So I don't use those smell good beads and stuff. I just have my dryer balls. And what I do, you know, Miss Mary, back to that fragrance, I take my fragrance and I load it on my balls. This is my lemongrass. And I have tea tree, love tea tree oil. So I'll put that, whatever fragrance you like, put it on your balls and then throw it in the dryer. And that'll give you a fresh smell also, if that's what you're going for. Okay, so the total that I came up with the soap, the Arm & Hammer, the Borax, and the baking soda was $13.58. Now, don't forget, you only need, and people have proven this, and this is true, you only need like a tablespoon. I will put 2 tablespoons for a full load, 1 tablespoon for a half a load, okay, of detergent. This should last you, depending on how many in your family. I've done it every 6 months, depending on how many people, how many times you're washing. But the savings is going to be it's $13.58 that's going to cost you, and you're going to have this to do for 6 months or 3 months. I don't know how long it's going to last you. I can only speak for me in my house, but it's just me and hubby, and so we're not doing. But when I had the kids, it still lasted me a long time, okay? Now, don't forget too, guys, don't get confused and think suds clean your clothes. It was a guy that worked on washing machines that came to my house one time that told me, he goes, why are you putting all that detergent? It's not the detergent. The detergent helped with loosening the dirt, but it's the motion of the washing machine that really cleans your clothes. Think about it. When your mom and dad and them, or when your mom and them was out there, it was the rub bowl that they scrubbed and rubbed and rubbed and rubbed. They would just have a little bar of soap like this and rub a little soap on there. Then they scrub and scrub and scrub and scrub your clothing. It's the scrubbing that removes the dirt and the stains, not necessarily so much your soap. So you don't need to put a whole lot of soap. I used to think, oh, I want to see the suds and the bubbles and all that. No, it's the motion of the washing machine, that agitate that just keeps going. That's what's really cleaning your clothes. Okay, let's get started here. Now, I put mine in a big old bucket here in a container. I dump the borax in there, and I'm going to dump all of this in there. Let me get this open. So how's your day going? I hope you guys are having a good day. I hope those kids are behaving, for those of you who have kids. Hope hubby is doing well. You know, Mother's Day is coming up. Well, first we got to get through Easter. And I shouldn't say get through it. First we got to celebrate Easter. Okay, and then Mother's Day. Don't jump the gun, Miss Mary. Okay, so what I do here is I'll throw half of it in there first, because I'm trying to mix it. I stand back a little bit. That was half of the borax. The other half of the Arm & Hammer. Then I'm going to put some soap in there. Okay? I'm not through shredding all of that. Then I want to mix it up here. Miss Mary can't get away from her 3 ingredients, can she? Everything she does is 3 ingredients. There we go. You mix it up really, really well. I can even take that, put that lid on there and do it. I'm going to throw the rest of it in there. I do all of it because I'm mixing it up for 6 to 8 months. Some people measure it. I don't measure. I just dump it all in there together. Step back, that borax. Okay, that's the borax. Gone in. And here's my soap, and I got to finish grating the rest of my soap. And once I finish grating that up, now, I will tell you this. I'll turn my washing machine on and put a little water, or get your plastic cup, put your tablespoon of this in there, hot water, and I'll kind of mix it and kind of dilute it. Just make it into a liquid form first. And then I'll pour it in the bottom of my washing machine, okay? Just to help it dissolve really, really good. That's all I'm trying to do, just trying to get it to dissolve. Now, I am going to add some baking soda just because I have it. Baking soda is a deodorizer. So I'm not going to put a lot. What was that, Miss Mary? A heaping. A heaping. Yes, my aunt then would say, oh, heaping spoonful. That was probably about a cupful of baking soda that I added to this. So now we're getting into your laundry detergent. Now there are people that take that and they melt it. They take this soap and melt it down. Miss Mary ain't got that kind of time. I ain't got no babies, but I ain't got time to be melting nothing. I kind of like it in its powder form. So see here, you take your grater and you grate it. Now I have heard people say they put it in a food processor. I don't want no soap mixed up in my food processor. That's just me. Not anything that I'm going to eat. I don't want it in there. So I just take the grater and you just keep grating just like this till you get it all done. So you guys, you know I'm almost at 100 subscribers. I'm so happy, guys, that you guys hear my voice and that what I'm saying matters and that you guys like it, because I do appreciate you so much, you know, and I'm going to have to do something special for somebody, you know, because Miss Mary is a giver. And you can tell that's why I'm giving you all my little secrets. I'm just giving them all to you. I'm giving you all my secrets. So anyway, we're almost at 100 and I'm so excited. I can't believe I got like 100 people watching me. 100 people that subscribed. I'm so excited. I thank you from the bottom of my heart, you know. And I was watching another YouTuber guy and he was saying like, making these videos are so nice too because I'm leaving history behind. You know, like your grandkids will be able to look at them and watch these videos. And I never really thought about it in that content, you know. So I'm so excited. Like my granddaughter, maybe one day, you know, she might want to say, how did grandma do it? And she'll be able to look back and see how I did it. Look back and see grandma with that gray hair. Grandma rocking her braids. And, you know, I'm just so excited. I thank you guys from the bottom of my heart for watching my videos. And for all of you that have shared my videos, I thank you. I thank you. I thank you. So since we're almost at 100, I wanted to do something nice. So I'm going to announce it. Just give me a couple of days. I got to get the thing in place, what I want to do. It's not, you know, I don't want to put anything out there. Last thing Miss Mary want to do is say she's going to do something and then don't do it. But stay tuned, you know, because I'm almost at 100. So I wanted to do it at 100, but I might have to wait and do it at 125 or 150 or something like that because we're at 100 now. Okay, so here we go. Miss Mary just mixing it. Okay? Don't forget what I told you. Take your plastic cup or whatever you got. Put your tablespoon or two tablespoons, whatever you're going to mix up to put some hot water on it, dissolve it, mix it up in there, and then pour it in the bottom of your washer or pour it into your soap powder container, whatever container you got, you know, just pour it in. Okay. So here we go. There we go. Miss Mary's going to finish this out. I got a little bit more left to go, but I don't want to hold you guys. So just letting you see how we do it over here. You know, we had snow yesterday. Wasn't that something? We woke up to snow and it's April the 11th. I hope you guys are enjoying your day. I hope things are going well for you. Hope life is treating you well. I hope you're using some of these money-saving tips to help. Hey, has anybody used the envelope to clean up their mess yet? It works. Try it. You know, this soap is going to last you, and it's going to clean your clothes. And you'll be happy you did it. That $20, you could take $13 here and buy this, or let's just round it up to $14. And then you've got another $5 you can buy maybe a pack of hamburger. Maybe you can buy some hot dogs for the kids. Let's say if you got $20, you can get your laundry detergent and you can get a pack of hot dogs to feed the babies. Another thing you can do with this is share it with a friend. Share it with somebody. God, you know somebody, now when somebody come knocking on the door, say, girl, can I just borrow a little soap? I need to wash these kids' clothes so they can go to school tomorrow. You can just go on in there and put some in a Ziploc bag and say, here, girl. With things like this, you can share. And you don't have to feel like, oh, that cost me $20. I hope she bring that back to me, This opens and make room for us to share. Okay, guys, there we go. Here we are. We've got our laundry detergent. Let's get to washing. Okay? Let's get to washing. Woohoo! Look at that, guys. That's done. $13. Now put a little baking soda in it. Put the lid on it. All right. We're doing life over here with Miss Mary. All right, guys. Here you go. You got your laundry soap. You got your products. The soap. Don't forget. These are the only three you really need. These are the only three you really need. This is just a bonus. If you want to add it to it. If you got something that's really smelly, add it. If you don't worry about it. Don't forget. Like, share, and subscribe. Don't forget, Miss Mary loves you. Miss Mary appreciates you. Miss Mary's grateful for you. Bye.